I've finally been able to spend some real time with Huawei's foldable Mate X, and after an entire day using it all over Paris, I've got to admit, it's damn cool. I'll start with the obvious, the actual folding mechanism. The Mate X's screen folds backwards on itself, in stark contrast to Samsung's Galaxy Fold, which closes in on itself like a book. Now, we can debate all we want about which method is best, but this isn't a comparison video, so I'm just going to tell you what I think is best about the Mate X's method. First of all, that folding process just looks amazing. The way the screen bends back around on itself without any kind of distortion to the images on screen is awesome, and I love the way the interface, no matter what you're looking at, instantly resizes into the correct mode. When I first saw this at MWC earlier in the year, I had this genuine rush of excitement about seeing something that looked so futuristic. Months later, and even having owned the Galaxy Fold since its launch, I'm no less excited about the way the Mate X bends. Trust me when I say that from the moment you get this out of the box, you'll just want to fold and unfold it again and again and again. Your mates will want to have a go, your colleagues will want to go, and again, I am speaking from experience here, random strangers in cafes will want to go. But there's more to like than just its ability to impress. By folding backwards as it does, that big screen is essentially split in half, giving you a 6.6-inch screen in its regular phone format, outsizing all but the biggest phablet giants. As a result, videos and photos on it look great, particularly because there's no notch interrupting the view. Having a big outer screen in phone mode makes it comfortable to use even in one hand, which is great when you're walking around a city. I also didn't struggle to slide it into my jeans pocket. The downside, though, is that by folding outwards, that screen is permanently exposed to the world. Although the plastic material seemed pretty tough in my time with it today, I can't vouch for it over months or even years of ownership, and I can't deny that I'd be a bit concerned about how easily it could get damaged. At the very least, I'd probably want to keep it in some kind of protective sleeve when it's not in use. The display itself is bright, vibrant, pin-sharp, and even under the bright lights of my hotel room, and later under the admittedly grey sky of winter in Paris, I didn't struggle to read what was on screen. Watching videos in phone mode is great, but of course when you fold it out into its full 8 inches, those videos become significantly more immersive, and I really loved checking out the images I shot on my day out in the city on that big screen. To allow it to bend, it's covered in plastic, not glass, and as we've seen on the Galaxy Fold, there are some noticeable ripples on the screen's surface when it lays flat. But they're much less pronounced than on the Fold, and in my extended hands-on throughout the whole day, I rarely noticed them and never found them to be a distraction. If I was really nitpicking, which of course I am, I'd say that the folding mechanic is a bit stiff. Bending it backwards from its tablet mold feels like you're having to force it more than it really wants, and on my first few attempts, I wasn't sure if I was even doing it properly. That said, I do like that a clasp holds it securely in phone form, and there's an easy to reach button that you'll press to release it and fold back out. The cameras are shoved into a vertical sidebar, which I did find to be a handy gripping point in tablet mode. It also means the cameras don't interrupt the display with notches, not even for selfies, as you just turn the phone over and take them with the main camera. The camera lineup is much the same as Huawei's P30 Pro with a standard and a zoom and a wide-angle lens. Having used the cameras extensively today, I can say that I'm pretty pleased with the results. Other specs are pretty much in line with what you'd expect from any top-end smartphone. It's got Huawei's latest octa-core processor, has an all-day battery, 512GB of storage, and 8GB of RAM. But it's not internal specs that are important here. It's all about that bend, and having spent all day with the phone, I am very confident in saying that this is my favourite foldable phone I've used so far. Its China-only availability means I'm not likely to add one to my permanent collection anytime soon, and that is a real shame. But my time with it has left me extremely excited about what we'll see from folding devices in the years to come.